What up, y'all?
You upset about not going on the podium?
Yes, I'm just so angry about that.
What does it feel like to finally be at the tournament? You know, you guys spent a month trying to get off the bubble and all that, and now you're here.
Yeah, it's great. Over there watching the beginning of Michigan State, Valpo, I wish we were about to go out there and play right now.
Is it tough just to wait in the past few days? Would you like to play like Monday practically?
Yeah, well, Tuesday. Monday we actually got the day off. I needed that one. But, yeah, I'm ready to go right now.
What have you seen from Wisconsin on film, that kind of thing? They've been awfully good against the three the last handful of games.
Yeah, I guess so. We know that they got the 10th best defense or something, but we also know that Florida and Alabama have better defenses than them. So, I don't know. Obviously, they're a pretty good team. They're 5 seed. They made it to the Big Ten championship. And, they beat Indiana how many times they played them. So they got to be pretty good.
Is their style kind of annoying to play a little bit, the way they grind it out and slow it down so much?
I don't know. Is our style running up and down annoying to play with?
Have you played many teams like them? And how have you done, I guess?
I don't know. Team style, really. If we've played some, we have. I don't really know.
Do you prefer to play against a certain style?
Play against another team.
Marshall, at the beginning of the year, you said that this was the goal, that the pieces were in place, and Andy had told you that this is what you were brought in here for. Just talk about kind of the culmination, while you still have wins to get, to see this thing through, and Ole Miss has been waiting a long time.
Yeah, when Coach Kennedy was recruiting me, he told me if I come here, we were going to make the NCAA tournament, and we did. But now that we see the bracket set up, we feel we got a nice setup if we're really trying to make a run here. So we just got to be focused and do what we do.
After waiting so long for the school to get here, there's a sense that maybe you guys are happy just to be here, but I know that's not in this locker room. Talk a little bit about that. You guys are still on a mission to prove some things.
Yeah, every team obviously that's still left is on a mission. The thing with that, we're just happy. That's just fans, media talking. I don't have anything to do with Ole Miss history except for this year. There's most of the guys on this team only have to do with the last 4 years. I guess really only 3 of them have to do with the last 4 years. And DeMarco's junior. Everyone else is young, so we don't really have a lot to do with being just happy just to get here.
Marshall, are you looking forward to the national stage?
I thought the SEC was a national stage.
Different though with the NCAA tournament, maybe more people focus on it than just the SEC championship.
I guess I don't know. I don't know. I'll see the same people in the crowd, same people playing.
Marshall, is this crazy for you? Your locker room's open today, and you got 100 people around you. I mean, those of us that haven't covered you all year, you're used to this spotlight. But what about tomorrow when you roll out there in your first NCAA tournament game?
Yeah,
people are going to be watching.
Oh, yeah. They've been watching ever since I was little. Not maybe as many people, but everyone's been watching. And I don't know, it won't be any different once the game gets going.
Marshall, have you read much of the coverage about yourself? Do you do that? Do you read stories, things that are written about you online?
Sometimes. Sometimes my friends make me read it. They're like, dude, look at this. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty funny. If anything, it's just funny. Like, me and a couple of my friends, 2 of my really good friends, Megan and Mary Margaret, I just always go over to their apartment, because that's where I can just go over there and just don't have to worry about anything. And, but then they're even pulling stuff up. They're like, we could have killed these people, man. Why do they say those things?
What's upset them the most?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you surprised, man? We've talked, those of us who have covered you all year, we've asked you this before, but are you surprised people get so worked up over just emotional play?
Yeah, that's why that's the fun in it. You get to mess with people's mind. I'm a manipulator of sorts, so that's really the fun part in it.
Who have you had the most fun manipulating with?
The list is long.
Oh goodness, Oh yeah, this guy right here.
But from an on-the-court standpoint, have you had more fun against a certain team or not?
Nah. I mean, all teams the same.
Manipulated sounds like calculated. So is some of the stuff you do calculated?
I guess. I don't know. I'm not real good at math.
Do you
Other than 2 plus 3. I know that one well.
do you embrace the role of being kind of a villain?
I mean, I guess so. I don't really have a choice, do I?
Where do you think you developed your swagger or just your persona on the court? Where did that come from?
Probably my AAU team. They kind of got me into like head bobbing, trash talking kind of stuff, and my favorite players in the NBA all do that stuff. You know, like J.R. Smith. You know, people like that. JaVale McGee. I love those kind of players. You know, they can put a crowd in the arena, sell some tickets, get the money for those people. That's what it's about.
I think it's effective, trash talk. I mean, have you seen instances where you get in someone's head?
Sometimes. I don't really trash talk, though, with the players all that much, or the referees. I really don't talk, actually, a whole lot afterwards.
So it's just more towards the fans then?
I don't know. You're the one that's watching. You can make that decision.
What's your expectation, Marshall, for tomorrow when you roll out there?
We just got to get expectations. Get this first half going. We didn't play too well in the first half in the SEC tournament. We played unbelievable in every single second half. And if we can, take that second half, those second halves, and make them to the first half, it's gonna be a good one for us.
Do you anticipate maybe having to avoid frustration with the kind of style of play you're going to see from Wisconsin?
I mean, I have to avoid frustration with anybody's style of play. It's just where the ball goes in.
Do you worry at all that your antics might rub teammates the wrong way or anything like that?
I think I probably should have worried about that at the beginning of the season. Not now.
What have you had a chance to watch from Wisconsin, just on tape or what?
They're not going to beat themselves. We got to be patient, especially on defense. They're going to work the ball around. They're not going to do anything, out of themselves. Kind of how like we play more chaotic. They're not going to do that, and we just got to be patient with it. And when they do shoot, if they miss, we need to guarantee that we hold them to one shot, so that way, because they'll know to just bring it out, and we'll be standing on defense, for a whole minute, and we don't need to be doing that. We need to be getting out and going.
Statistically, they're real good at and historically at guarding the three-point line. Do you see anything that they do on defense that would?
Nothing different. They're not going to guard me any different than anyone else has. Everyone's always geared up to stop one or two things, so I don't see really any big difference about it.
What do you do to get off shots, Marshall, when teams are focusing on you the way they do?
Catch the ball and shoot it.
Marshall, you tweeted about liking the play of Mike Gruzowitz.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of college basketball. When I'm at home, that's all I have on TV is college basketball all the time. I just love watching it, and I've watched Wisconsin a lot on TV, and I've heard Gruzowitz give some of his interviews, and he seems like a colorful guy, and people trash on him a lot, and like when they go on the road and stuff, and I obviously feel him on that, but he seems like a cool dude, and I can't wait to actually meet him.
How much does it mean to you have been to be such a big fan, but to be such a featured role or player in college basketball this year?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a funny thing. So the other night I'm laying on the couch and I'm watching the Kentucky game, and the announcer's talking about, he's like, oh, Kentucky's not ready for this atmosphere. I'm like, give me a freaking break. Kentucky has to go to, they play, like Coach Cal said, they play blue outs, green outs, pink outs, everything. And I just tweeted my mind. I was just like, they're ready for that atmosphere. I was like, I don't think they're ready to play. Who wants to play in the NIT, especially if you're Kentucky? If you don't make the NCAA tournament, you're obviously failed on your season. And then, I'm sitting there watching ESPNU, all of a sudden they're like talking about the game, and then they're like, oh, look what Marshall tweets. I'm like, okay, that's weird.
So is that weird? Is that weird that
it's weird.
Are following you like that?
Yeah, it's cool, I guess. People tell me I need to watch what I say sometimes, but it's your choice to follow me.
You know how many followers you have?
A lot. I don't know. I can't really look on my phone. I got a trap phone, so I don't got to.
What teams do you like watching?
Well, I've been a Duke fan since, my dad ever told me anything about basketball. It's all about Duke, Duke, Duke. I love the way they play. I love watching Duke. I like watching VCU. They get up and down pretty well and apply a lot of pressure. And, especially now, I love watching the underdogs come in. I don't know what the Valpo score is. I saw them score the first 2 points of the game, and I'm already screaming, upset, baby!
Any players you